Episode 2 of On Call begins with Harmon and Diaz being informed about a disturbance. They arrive at the scene where a large, unruly crowd is bursting firecrackers and blocking an intersection. They are told not to do anything, but soon receive news of an assault nearby. Harmon and Diaz rush to help and find Sergeant Lossman and his colleague dealing with an assaulter. The colleague is badly injured, and the assaulter hits Diaz and runs away. Lossman orders Diaz to go after him, but Harmon orders Diaz to stay. It's too dangerous with the crowd around them. She and Lossman clearly have different ways of going about things. The next morning, Lossman invites Diaz to join their softball team for the Interdivision Police Games. He then advises Diaz to hit when he gets hit, because that's a law of universe, despite what Harmon says. Lossman said to Diaz that just wipe that shit off your face and own it. So Diaz cleaned his face. When Diaz starts the day with Harmon, Harmon said to him, "Just show me the wound." Harmon said, "Not bad," and laughs. Diaz said, "My video clip is viral now." Then Harmon said how many likes he got to tease him. Diaz said, "That's so funny." Harmon said, "I'm sorry." Diaz reiterates that he wanted to get the man who assaulted them. Harmon told him that we have completed our paperwork and will find him soon. Then Harmon takes him to the place where Delgado passed away and cautions him not to play the hero just for his pride. "I don't want to lose you, that's why I advise and teach you to save yourself, not to try to become a hero like Delgado did." The officers are then called away. They head to a park where a decapitated head, wrapped up in tape, has been found. Homeless, drug addicts fill the whole park, and a woman named Mary comes up to Harmon and tells her that the sheriff was here a few days ago. When Diaz asks who that is, Harmon pretends not to know. They thought that is done by any serious killer. Maybe it's dropped here after killing. Harmon said to Diaz that the whole park is a crime place, so starts searching for investigation. Diaz breaks up a scuffle between two homeless people fighting over a bag. The man holds onto it and gets aggressive with Diaz, but Harmon comes over. She realizes how drug-addled he is and trades a fake deputy badge sticker for the bag instead. Inside is a cut-off hand with tattoos that look similar to those worn by the East Barrio, the gang Eddie Watson belonged to. So they preserve it for the detectives. Harmon's ordered her team members to start interviewing these people, because that's all not dropped from sky. Lieutenant Bush comes on the scene. Harmon gives her the details and then asks about the Delgado investigation. There are no new updates. She wants to be put on the task force doing the investigation, but Bush refuses. Harmon and Diaz then head off to another incident with a suspicious vehicle. They arrive to find other units already there, with an officer who is Harmon's old trainer. They found a bag of powder from a seat. They've caught a bunch of kids from the LB Flores gang in possession of drugs. Harmon tries asking them for information on Delgado's murder, but gets no response. Diaz then speaks to them in Spanish. The girl tells Diaz that no one from the East Barrio has been seen in a while, as if a ghost took them all away. Diaz and Harmon then talk about how East Barrio and LB Flores used to be one group before they split up. The officers then get called to an incident where an argument led to a young man shooting another. The mother of the dead boy accuses another man from LB Flores of turning the kids against one another. While trying to get the man to back off, Diaz nearly gets into a fight with him, encouraged by a nod from Sergeant Lossman. But he steps back. Later, Harmon tells Diaz he did the right thing. She reveals that she knows about his brother who is in prison for robbery and tells him that he's not the same. She says she's never even fired her weapon in 12 years, and that when Diaz puts the uniform on, he has a responsibility. Diaz agrees. Harmon leaves and meets Bush, who tells her that the hand was identified as Juan Cortez because that was a gang fight. After Harmon leaves, Lossman tells Diaz that he's found the footage of her threatening the man who assaulted his mother. He asks Diaz if Harmon made a threat, and Diaz reluctantly nods at the end of On Call Episode 2.